and welcoming you here to this month's Divine Pulse Community Circle, hosted by me, Elsa Field. Welcoming you here exactly as you are, and inviting you to take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, let go of anything you've been carrying. Anything that feels heavy in this moment that you don't need to carry for the duration of this beautiful circle. Letting it go with a sigh or a sound. Maybe it's an emotion that's been running for you today. Maybe it's a conversation you just had. Feeling the support and the warm welcome of this circle of incredible goddess-loving women. Women who walk the path of the divine feminine, reclaiming their voices as divine, whatever that means for you. And in this moment, with each exhale, connecting to the earth below you, the sacred land where you are. On your exhale, sending down a thread of connection from your heart space down deep into the earth. Sending your roots down now. And as you breathe in, beginning to breathe up that warm, loving energy that the earth provides. You might see this as a beautiful, warm, red, gold light, or any color that calls to you. That calls to your energy body today, breathing it up your legs, through the soles of your feet, up to the base of your spine. Feeling it nourishing all of your cells with this beautiful earth energy all the way up to your heart, your sacred heart chakra. And in this moment, trusting and allowing your heart chakra to open. You might see your heart today as a spinning globe of gold light, of pink light. Maybe it's a blue rose unfurling, the petals unfolding. Allowing your heart to open today to receive the blessings of this circle and whatever messages your soul is seeking. Because it's that connection, that desire for connection with wholeness and oneness at the heart of your nature that in some way has drawn you here to be with us today. And every month we gather here in sacred space to connect with the fundamental frequencies of sacred sound, the divine feminine, goddess energies. And so taking a moment now as your heart opens to receive the presence here in this circle, to call in your own guides and helpers, to call in any goddesses, any beings that you work with on your path. I know each one of you will be so individual and unique. And calling in any ancestral presences that are here with us today. They are so welcome. The elemental beings of earth, air, fire, water, and ether, weaving through us in every moment, calling forward our connection to Divine Mother, she of 1,000 names, Shakti, Isis, Isa, Hathor, Aphrodite, Gaia, Eartha, Banba. And today we call forward the presence of Mother Mary, feeling her illuminating blue light entering our circle as we call in her wisdom, her guidance, her endless compassion, the endless love that flows from the arms of the Divine Mother. We open to receive her blessings, her grace. She who is an incarnation of the Divine Mother, who carries that pure frequency of what it means to live a life in deep devotional service, the path of the priestess. And I invite you to awaken your own sacred sound, your own vibrational frequency coming from your throat chakra now with a hum or a tone. Whether you're live here with us in circle or watching the replay, bringing your voice to this circle. Blessed be. Blessed be. Thank you. Thank you, sisters. And whenever you're ready, gently opening your eyes if you've had them closed and returning into the space. And so, beloveds, I would love to know, those of you that are here with us live, and you can always put your comment in the replay as well. I'd love to know how you are, how you've been over the last month, how you've been receiving these intense frequencies and pivotal shifts that we've been going through as a collective. And I know each one of us has been weaving that in our unique way. But for sure, with this Pluto transit we've had from Capricorn into Aquarius, which only changes sign or begins to change sign every 8 to 10 years. It's a big deal in the astrological realm. And many of us have been feeling those profound shifts. Pluto being the planet of transformation, of karma, carrying the life path energy, that defining energy that really that carries us on the flow of our lives and influences us as the celestial bodies do. So I would love to know just any words, any emotions you've been feeling. How has it been for you over the past month since we last gathered? And today we are invoking and calling in those really supportive energies for cleansing and healing places of karmic wounding, karmic disconnection, from our life path and destiny, Mother Mary is such a profound guide to assist us on that journey. And in these community circles, we really love to dive into a teaching each month that I will channel and bring through from these divine beings in connection with them. And each time there's a really different resonance that comes through. And this is why I love to channel these transmissions live, because there's so much magic that happens in the live realm. And so if you go back and watch the other circles that we've done each month, they each have their own really distinct theme. And as I was meditating on this circle today and really feeling the presence of Mother Mary, who's been walking with me so strongly in the past months, the theme of self-forgiveness really came through very strongly. And the ways that Mother Mary helps us in these deep places where we struggle to forgive ourselves for whatever it may be. She has that healing balm that has literally supported billions of humans throughout the ages to come back into the universal resonance of love, right? And so those of you that have listened to the Mother Mary frequency already, I really hope that you can feel that connection to that very pure. It is a Magdalenian frequency. It's a Magdalene frequency, because when we talk about the Magdalenes and who they were, there was very much this group of priestesses that were doing an incredibly deep work at the beginning of the Piscean age, so 2,000 years ago, who walked the way of the Essenes, right? They were the women of the Essene community, of which Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene were both a part. And there's something so incredibly pure and beautiful about connecting with the power and the teachings of these ancient lineages of priestesses that have literally, until very recently, been written out of the history, the herstory of our world, right? And I really feel with this Pluto shift that's just happened, which is bringing up so much for the collective on a karmic level, this is where we get to tap into and draw strength from particular guides that have walked that path of literally pouring so much healing love and light into the world. And I can see from the comments here that several of you have been going through intense times, feeling the quintessential intensity of Plutonia, says Teresa. Yeah, absolutely. It has been intense. Debbie says, finding it difficult to sleep at times, mind very busy and active. Yeah, I've definitely felt that as well, for sure. And so, as Tony Ann says here, when Mother Mary comes through, when she saw her essence today, I could really feel that soothing balm. And the essence of that work is that even though the journey that we're on to heal and evolve is sometimes really difficult, it can also be easy if we want it to be. And last night I was experiencing a very strong emotion, and I like Debbie, I wasn't able to sleep, and I literally just closed my eyes and I felt this strong wind around me, and I could feel the presence of Mother Mary with me, because it was the night before this Mother Mary frequency was being birthed into the world, and I was connecting with her and calling her in very strongly, and I saw her with the white dove of peace, and it instantly calmed my whole nervous system. So if you're in need of some nervous system regulation or calming, I know many of us are in today's intense world, then I really hope today's circle is supportive for you to come back into that balance. And not only the energy of Mother Mary, but the color frequency, that spectrum of bright sapphire blue, is so instantly soothing to our nervous system that we invite her in the essence of the blue rose today. And that is why I invited you to visualize that blue rose at your heart chakra as we entered in. And you know, the incredible thing is that when we've been on our spiritual journey for some time, what can happen is that it takes more and more and more intense actions or happenings to rock us from our grounded center. And that is an incredible strength that we develop over time. And at the same time, it can leave us quite vulnerable to really expanding into emotions that are beyond perhaps what everyday folks, for want of a better term, might understand or experience on a daily basis, especially if you're a light worker that feels deeply connected to the pain and the grief and the suffering of the collective. And so Mother Mary is just such a beautiful, incredible essence that reminds us that we are all human, that we are all children of the Divine Mother, and that we, in every moment, we can choose to come back into that grounded core, that strength, that central love for ourselves. And she also, through that, invites us to really understand whether or not we do deeply love ourselves, because she is pure love. And this is why these beings are so famous, are so celebrated, are so honored. And in my work, I particularly work with the divine feminine essences, but of course there are many men throughout history that have brought forward incredibly pure teachings as well. And it's that reminder that actually it can be really easy if we're really off kilter, and if things are going down in our world, it doesn't have to be difficult to come back into love for ourselves, and then through extension, love and compassion for others. So if you're someone that perhaps struggles with self-forgiveness, if you have very high standards for yourself, if you're a real perfectionist in your life and your work, or if you catch yourself thinking, oh, I wish I hadn't said that in that moment to so-and-so, or I wish I'd just acted in a slightly different way. Mother Mary can be that reminder for us that we are all imperfect, beautiful facets of the one divine jewel, and that connecting and reconnecting with that love for ourselves is so important for us to be able to show up with love for others. So I'm going to invite us together to go into a prayer with Mother Mary and a guided meditation to allow you in this moment to reconnect with the love that you have for yourself, and any places where you're being called to forgive yourself for any actions or words, knowingly or unknowingly said, spoken, any places where you're out of love with yourself. Because this is so key to our healing path. If we can't practice self-forgiveness, how are we supposed to heal any wounds? Because those of us who are on this journey of evolution, of bringing our gifts to the world, it's challenging. There's a lot that comes up because the way that we're conditioned and brought up in this world is very much not to shine that light, but also to not overextend in ways perhaps that our peers or our families or our social groups might be doing. And with that, Mother Mary is just such a powerful guide for reconnecting us to the pure truth of the unique teachings that each one of us actually carries. And this is why, if you've experienced, like myself, a Christian upbringing and you feel triggered by Mother Mary, she is such a powerful guide for actually that reminder of the power of the divine feminine that has always been at the heart of Christianity for so long, but has just been hidden. And when we bring her into the focus and we bring her into the center, we enable those divine qualities that she has to activate within ourselves. So I'm so glad that many of you have been enjoying the Mother Mary frequency. And I'm going to invite you now to journey with me with her frequency, receive this sacred sound transmission into each one of your cells, allowing it to instantly transform, transmute, return home to source. Anything that is no longer of service to you on your evolutionary path, but doing so with the utmost love and full, total, radical self-acceptance of where you are at in your life right now as perfect for you. Because, as I said, until we practice that self-forgiveness, it is really difficult to shift deep-set inner beliefs, deep-set patterns, until we learn to take full self-responsibility for all of those places and then ultimately to forgive ourselves. How can we possibly transform them and move through them? This is something that I've been working with personally so strongly, with really tapping into the energy of ancestral timelines recently, my connection to them, my choice in the beautiful family that I incarnated into, that my soul chose, but also that I don't need to carry certain aspects on behalf of other ancestors. And I know many, many women feel the same. They love and adore and revere their ancestors, their parents, their grandparents, however far back it stretches. But there may be patterns, there may be wounds that are literally passed down in the DNA that we get to choose to transmute and transform, especially related to shame. To shame about being in a female body, to shame about being in our sensuality, about being in our full power as women who have been repressed for so long. So I invite you now to really just deepen with me with Mother Mary's frequency, her eternal compassion and love for you in your life, and receive her frequency with me. So you can either close your eyes or keep a soft gaze, tuning into your heart chakra once more. And allowing this pure, crystalline, sonic vibration to sweep through your body as we call in and we invite in the blue light of Mother Mary into every cell. You might see her before you with her arms outstretched to the side in the Hathor mudra, or with arms outstretched, the arms of the Divine Mother. Breathing into your heart chakra. Feeling each one of the blue rose petals unfurling that are a unique part of your life path, of your life journey at this time. And in this moment with us in sacred space together, choosing to travel down one of these pathways that is present for you. Perhaps it's a part of your life that you wish to transform. Perhaps it's a relationship. Perhaps it is related to your sacred work, your sacred offering as a priestess, as a light worker, as a healer. Somewhere where you are experiencing some resistance or difficulty right now. And once you have that place, can you open your heart even more now to Mother Mary's embrace? And through her, the Divine Mother. She's inviting you to forgive yourself, forgive others, even if that seems really difficult right now. Inviting in the possibility of full and total resolution. Because if we can't imagine it, then how can we walk it? How can it become our reality? What would it look like to come into total and complete harmony and peace with this aspect of yourself? and seeing, sensing, being open in this moment to receive any messages, any insights from Mother Mary, because she speaks to us in oftentimes very clear, very concise human language, having walked the path of many human lifetimes. You might receive a single word from her. You might receive a gift. You may find that your hands wish to form a mudra in honor of this message that you're receiving. You may find a song or a tone comes through as we connect, as we invoke this very pure frequency connected to the cosmos, to the Syrian blue ray, to the lineage of Hathor star beings. This ancient knowledge, all the way back to the very birth of the universe within the cosmic womb of the Divine Mother. That unique song, sound, tone coming through your heart today. Receiving it as you receive Mother Mary's frequency. receiving this pure crystalline frequency of Mother Mary. Allowing her soothing blue light like a soothing balm to easily wash away any fear that you have about shining your light, about unfurling your offering, about bringing your voice to the world. She easily soothes, cleanses, and illuminates any places of unworthiness within you that are being brought into the light now. And I will speak this beautiful prayer that came to me as I was composing the Mother Mary frequency. And I hope that it serves you in this moment of reclamation and healing. Divine Mother, Creatrix of all life, grant me your compassion so that I may know how to forgive myself. I forgive myself for any times when I have rejected or shamed myself. I forgive myself for any times when I have dissociated from my truth or ignored the guidance of my intuition. I forgive myself in any karmic places that still exist from past or present timelines, allowing them to be transmuted in your blue light now. I forgive myself for believing that any god or goddess presence has or had power over me. I now realign with my universal truth and my own law, which is oneness with all beings. I embrace the celestial sound of the Hathors, weaving through me and my sacred voice. I am Goddess. I am God. I am love. I remember. I forgive. I open to receive. Blessed be. And so taking your time to receive the compassionate, open embrace of Mother Mary, knowing that you can always return to this open-hearted space anytime you listen to the Mother Mary frequency and wish to receive that eternal divine love of the Mother. Whatever your relationship has been to your biological mother in this life, that connection to the Divine Mother and to yourself as Mother, to all that you create and offer is always there and is part of the blessing of Mother Mary. And so breathing all of this into your heart now as we return to the space together and give thanks for this blessing of Mother Mary today. And those of you here with us, if you feel to share any words or messages that you received from Mother Mary, from the Divine Mother, feel free to share them in the chat with us so we can receive you, so we can witness you, so we can support you. And I really do hope that you will enjoy and bring the Mother Mary frequency and all the divine feminine frequencies that we've brought forward into your practice. They are very powerful, and they are really attuned to many months, sometimes years of working with that guide every day. The Mother Mary frequency came in really fast, and this is the way that I have observed the creative flow occurring for myself and in my students and clients, as well as we connect to that divine wellspring of inspiration and creative overflow, is that some creations will manifest incredibly quickly and in a sudden outpouring, and then they're complete. And others may take months or years or even decades to fully come to fruition, and it's all perfect. But the more we tap into that divine wellspring of our channel, our sacred voice, our divine offering, the quicker that these perfect transmissions from your heart can come through. And Mother Mary frequency came through really fast, and it was very clear. She was very clear in her instruction to me to create a healing sacred prayer for the heart healing of humanity, to support the heart healing of the world. And that's why her words to us in the frequency are to open the heart. The heart is the rose. To listen to the heart's song, she will guide you home. Such a simple message, and one that when we tap into every single day can be so transformative. And the Mother Mary frequency is very special for me because my singing background is classical. That's my training as a classical singer, as a mezzo-soprano. So as I've journeyed with my sacred voice path, and that took me into the realms of folk music and devotional singing, and now the path that I'm on of the Priestess of Sacred Sound, integrating all of these pieces, as I know many of you are as well. It was important for me to reconnect to those classical roots, and with the Mother Mary frequency, it was like she was giving me full permission to do that, but in a way that felt really authentic and exquisite and right for me. And it's just such a powerful healing process when we can reconnect with parts of ourselves, perhaps from earlier in life, or phases we went through, or skills we learned, or journeys we went on, and we can learn to incorporate them and embody them in a new way. And I've recently been singing every week with the cathedral choir in Wells Cathedral, which is another big movement out of my comfort zone. And it was through really opening up to that church music that the Mother Mary frequency came through, because I was reminded of the incredible, ecstatic, blissful states that come through when we sing together in harmony, and when we sing with that pure voice of devotion for ourselves. And it's the reason why I just love what I do so much, getting to support people every day to tap into their authentic singing voice, their songstress connection, their goddess channel. I mean, it's just so ecstatic for me. It truly is. And you're all part of that. So I'm deeply honored to serve you in whatever ways that we weave together or have woven together. And I really do hope you enjoy this pure frequency from Mother Mary. And you might also hear that the Mother Mary frequency, if you compare it with the Hathor frequency we recorded last year, there's a very there's a clear connection for me in the tones of the two pieces. Mary Magdalene and Isis feel more connected, and then Hathor and Mother Mary are standing on the other side. And it's just such a beautiful thing to witness, that natural unfolding of how these different frequencies slot in to our divine connection and enable us to open up to the unique teachings of each of those beings. And that's really why Jerome and I create this sacred music for you all. So reading your comments, Oh, so beautiful. Yeah, Julie has lots of healing tears. Beautiful. Blessing, sister. Sarah had faith as her message. Clarity and softness. Beautiful. I wanted to fall asleep in the lap of the Divine Mother. Yes. Tara says she came up to me and put her hand on my heart and spoke without hesitation in another language, maybe light language. I've been struggling to feel where on earth home may be for me and being hard on myself for having such a privileged problem. I think her prayer was to help set me free. How amazing, Tara. Thank you so much for that deep and rich share with us today. Yeah, and I really do feel how you are weaving your gifts and your light into the Earth's grid in so many different places. It's very powerful what you're doing, and I really honor you. So thank you. Yeah. So divine to connect with Mother Mary and her teachings, her rich, expansive nature, and having this time to really cultivate your unique connection to her. So beloveds, we have lots of other sacred music for you to enjoy on Spotify, on iTunes, on all the places. I really hope that you will enjoy them. And I love to receive your comments, your emails, your messages, anything that you receive as you meditate and journey with this sacred music as your background accompaniment, or however it weaves for you. Because the amazing thing about sonic frequencies and sacred sound is that they activate each one of us in that cellular nature in a different way. And I've had incredible stories from priestesses who have listened to one of the frequencies and received really clear past life visions, ways that they've been instructed to offer their gifts in this life. And this is the power of sacred sound. So I really invite you to dive into the frequency transmissions that we've made, and we're currently finishing the Sekhmet frequency that will be coming very soon. It's interesting because she is probably the hardest undertaking so far. She's so full on. She's so fiery, Sekhmet, the ancient Egyptian lioness goddess. She's the Divine Mother, but the fierce protective side of the Divine Mother. And as creative flows go, the other day I was listening to what we'd done so far, which the women in the Cosmic Voice have already had a sneak peek of. And in our really powerful Sekhmet session we had a few weeks ago, I was listening to it again with Jerome, and he was like, "Oh, it's great, Elsa. It's nearly done. We're nearly finished." And I just said to him, "We have to re-record it all. I don't like any of it. We have to start again." So that is what my beloved sometimes has to put up with, is my perfectionism. And it's like that with musical creations, as with all creations. They have to feel ready to birth, but there also comes a point, and I know many of you may resonate with this, where we realize that done is better than perfect, right? And so many of us hoard our spiritual gifts, or we put so many barriers to us being able to offer them to others, because we're afraid of it not being perfect, or that we're not healed enough to offer it, or that for some reason we'll be judged for offering whatever it is that we're offering. And it's a real journey. The creative journey is such a lifelong journey, but I just always just love to remind every single woman in my community of the importance of sharing your gift, so that it's part of what you came here to do on Gaia right now is to expand in your goddess consciousness to the point where you become that overflowing chalice and that channel for your creations in the world, and that it gets to be easy and we get to follow those little breadcrumbs together to find our uniqueness and our unique offering. And the work that we do with the voice at Myrtle Grove Mystery School, which is the school of sacred sound teachings that I founded, the work is all about really understanding anything that's getting in the way of us being that continual channel and loving it back into wholeness. And once we've done that, so much more can come through for us, because it feels like it is that pure connection to our soul. So the question of, will others judge me? What will other people say or think? All of these external reasons to not share our gifts just kind of disappear and dissolve, because we're in such deep connection and communion with our ability to be that channel for the goddess and for divine light, that it's really unstoppable. And it's so incredible to witness that unfolding in every single woman in a unique way, be that through song and chant, be that through the creation of ceremony and ritual, transformational experiences for others, through writing, through poetry, all of the many, many ways in which we uniquely weave. And I'm excited that our signature program, the Priestess of Sacred Sound, is nearly open for enrollment again. We're getting close to that time of year. This is a transformational 6-month mentorship with myself and many beautiful guest teachers. And it is really the goal of that training is to provide that safe container for you to cultivate your practice as a space holder, with your voice and sacred sound as a core part of that offering. And it gives you the spaciousness and the support and the practices and the sisterhood to find your authentic voice and your ability to be that goddess channel through sacred sound and bring it through to support many, many beings. And it is that flourishing environment for your muse and your creative offerings to come forward. So I can't wait until we begin this year. It begins at summer solstice this year, our priestess training. So Kia's going to put in the chat the link if you wish to join the waitlist and be the first to know when we enroll again. It's coming up very soon. And do join the waitlist if you want to be the first to know. Yeah. Eva's asking, will the Mother Mary frequency be available in the shop? Yes, it will. It absolutely will. All of our sacred music is available in the music shop on my website, and the music shop also has a lot of long play soundscapes. So like hour and a half long incredible music that you can use in your practice. So you can explore that. All right, my loves, we are nearly complete with our circle today. I would love to keep connected with you and your devotions and your experience of Mother Mary and her frequency. So please do reach out to me on Instagram or in our Divine Feminine Devotions Facebook group. It's a beautiful community of incredible like-minded women, priestesses, light workers who are supporting one another to shine their light and to offer their gifts and their channelings, their transmissions. So we're here to support you and to provide that container for that evolution to come through. So thank you. Let's just take a few breaths, and in this moment we give great thanks to the presence of Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Divine Mother Isis, Isa, Hathor, Giving great thanks to each one of you for boldly and fearlessly shining your light. And this process and this practice of self-forgiveness that we've received today from Mother Mary. And as we begin and prepare to depart from our circle today, feeling your energy drawing back into your heart, to your heart chakra, to your being. Breathing yourself fully back into your space, away from this digital connection. And placing all around yourself a beautiful globe, orb of white light, protective light. As you feel the petals of your heart chakra begin to slowly, not close, but just remain not quite so open, so that as you go forward from this space, you are fully grounded and centered. Blessed be. Thank you so much for being here. So much love to everyone. So next month, we have a really, really special event coming up. It's our biggest event of the year, and we will not have a Divine Pulse Circle because we'll be so busy doing that event instead. So I can't wait to share more. We'll be sharing more in the first week of May, but there'll be many more connections, many more beautiful ways to weave with us, and I can't wait to see you there. Thank you so much, loves. Mwah. Have a beautiful month. Go well with the blessings of this beautiful gathering, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Much love from Avalon, everyone. Bye.